Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to winner's bracket semi-finals match between Connor Blossom and Valentin Adyn.
Mm-hmm.
I am Tim, one
Homophily.
of your commentators for today. Yeah.
Yep.
And I am very excited for this race.
Yes, this is
It's going to be a treat.
very highly anticipated matchup.
We should meow the runners to make sure they are ready to start as well. Now, we have a Crossroads and a King Station start.
Mm-hmm. Ancestral Bound, right in the heart of Crossroads.
That should probably
and for
be a
once,
decent enough split.
I think we actually have the starts in the same column. Very unusual.
Yo-ho! We are just waiting for
racers to ready up.
Why can I not ping people?
Oh, there we go.
Alright, I will give them a countdown.
Yep, and then this will be underway. So, I think some people already pointed out this is a bit of a boss rush card. I think we counted,
11 murder goals.
11 murder goals. We had some disagreement over what constituted a murder goal. Some racers advocated for Check Joni being a murder goal. I personally suggested that the 420 rock has to be murdered by this card. Okay, but now we're underway, so...
Nothing immediately interesting.
Yep, got our hopes up with the journal. We'll see if anyone is tempted by the Vessel Fragment arena. Looks like the answer is no, for the moment. The very early storeroom stag.
Okay.
Giving the city player a bit more stuff to do.
A bit more city to do.
Yes.
Yep. That instantly being checked. Now, will we see blue team not check Dartmouth Stag for the entirety of the race?
Well, they already skipped it, so once you skip it once, it gets easier every time afterwards. Oh no. Oh no. It's something important.
Ooh, it is something important. In fact, it could be crucial.
Yes, certainly dive is required by the card, almost always required by the Rando.
I see an Ismas tier at 19 grub.
Interesting.
I mean, we'll see blue team save all grubs anyways.
That is true.
Nothing at Zelda.
And there is wings at the simple key, currently out of logic.
Right. We'll see green go there as well, I think.
I'm sure, yeah. And presumably, with wings there means early dash or something similar somewhere else, so... I'm sure we'll see that turn up very shortly.
Adyn, of course, also getting the pogo quite easily.
It certainly, I was about to say before that wings turned up that that dive could sort of end up being forced to check Dirt Mustang eventually if it's required to get out of Crossroads, but
Yeah, however, no, they have wings. I don't think dive. I mean, dive gives 1 or 2 C-Peaks checks,
yeah,
as well as RG access if you want to do the dark room.
yeah, a lot of sequence break stuff possible with dive. Yeah, of course, now Gome journal entries and logic, I believe our top team is known for liking that check, and they have the equipment to do it, so
We are definitely not known for that check.
that's certainly true. That's a check which a lot of people struggle with remembering. So yeah, I think that
We
right
get a
now,
nice Malek sync.
yeah, right now the sort of early game routing is very standardized, as far as having one player sort of on Crossroads duty plus shops, pretty much the densest area in the game, and almost all of the checks you can do on the first pass. City
Oh,
routing.
Blossom, don't die to Malek.
Oh yeah.
They don't have dive, so this fight is going
It's
to
a
take
little
bit
harder.
longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would like to see a heal. Oh, but
Nah, they
the
are
heal was not
fine.
needed. Well, excellent. Unfortunately, nothing too important at Malik, just some money.
I mean, it's the 420 Georock.
Yeah. Well, no, it's the living
It's the Gorgeous
420
Oscillosio.
Georock.
Yep. We're going to see a Nilsmith come out from both teams as well, I think.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's 2 checks, assuming they haven't found a pale ore yet.
I don't think we've seen a pill ore.
I don't think
Might
so
be wrong
either.
though.
But also, it's one of those things which could definitely be a dash.
Oh,
Very
Connor actually
unfortunate.
leaving.
Don't see it. Oh, interesting.
Curious.
Yeah,
Getting
it is.
Coral Bench first, maybe?
Yeah, maybe to be able to walk back, but I would think that it's faster to just come to Coral Bench from start or from the stag.
Okay, there's Void Tendrils at 0-1, so not really important.
Yeah.
Okay, Fragment above Kings.
Yeah, but the nice thing about Coral Bench is that it makes it very easy to come back to the Nailsmith later.
They are really doing the exact same things, aren't they?
Yeah, other than that stag. Yeah, the city player is very, very trapped right now. Not a lot of great options, to be honest.
I mean, they have Basin,
They have Basin,
but that's the only other option.
yeah, of course there's Wings Only Soul Sanctum.
Which
is
I'm a...
not super attractive, but yeah, I also like
I
that
love
gamble.
doing Wings Only Sanctum.
I think that it pays off fairly often. And of course, for the team with Dive, it's maybe a bit more attractive because you
It's
only
really
need
not.
one item
It's really
to
not.
open it up.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. There's no extra checks added by having Dive. It just means you're one item away from being able
I mean,
to clear
Claw
the
in
package
Sanctum
item.
is a classic, right?
It's possible.
Yeah, we see Basin coming out from both players
Yeah.
on the
makes
right.
sense.
And we'll
It-
probably see Gruzmothers
Salubra
from both
Sly.
teams on the left.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice thing about doing Basin now is it gets you a pretty important bench, even though the density of Basin isn't the most attractive.
It also gets you the check known as Basin Simple Claw.
That is
Oh,
true.
or Stagnus at Gruzmother.
And this
Now
Stagnus
that gets
is
blue
actually
team out.
really nice because it lets them split up Green Path. And yeah, it gets a bit more divergence, which they really desperately need at this point.
Yeah, Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the player in Crossroads is just overwhelmed with too much stuff to do.
There's a simple key.
Spore
Only a
Shroom.
simple key.
Yep,
I
simple
don't
key
think
is
they
the
need
only
Spore
important
Shroom.
thing. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't need Long Nail either. Yeah, some really incredible sync here. Our runners on the same wavelength, really.
And green team with, of course, a tiny lead because they have that dive.
Yes, and dive isn't the best combat spell, in my opinion, but it does still manage to speed up stuff over time. And of course, once they get to the dive lock checks, that advantage will get bigger and bigger.
We have a Kingsaw and the Wraiths at Sly.
Yeah, Wraiths is actually a really nice spell to find early. Before doing any Dream Warriors.
And we'll see
Up.
Adyn. Oh my.
Warping out of Basin. That's really painful.
It's really rough, yeah, but I think Adyn will just leave and go to Stagnest.
Yeah, understandable. But
no!
That's why you just can't afford to warp out there.
Oh no, that's
devastating.
A really big loss.
And unless they find like hidden station claw, what are the odds of them getting back there? Maybe tram pass? Something to draw them back into the
really low.
One nice Basin check.
Maybe a dash at Leg Eater compensates, but
yeah, they really want the dupe dash or Shade Cloak to turn up pretty soon, or else
there's nothing.
Won't be going
there's nothing
there.
at Leg Eater. Maybe Cliffs has one, but green team needs to find a dash soon, or they will be falling very far behind.
Yeah, that is the one item which you cannot afford to miss.
Okay,
and finally get the Dirt Mouse Stag. Maybe feeling...
And dash was a base and soul totem. Yep.
Yep.
Quite the rough seed.
Yeah.
If we don't find a dash soon. And I doubt with how much Adyn has to do in Cliffs and on the way to Green Path.
It could be
we'll see Basin anytime soon.
Basin. Yeah, like I said, unless there's like a tram pass or a hidden station stag, I don't think we'll see Basin. Those are basically...
I don't think we'll see Basin even if we find those.
Yeah. Probably. That's just really painful. I'm not a fan of the quit out there because if you're going to Green Path anyways, I don't think you really need the Geo, even if you lose it. But it's understandable. There's a real mental consequence to having an early death that you want to avoid.
Yeah, and they would have had to play very safe to get through. It would have been a big time loss, but I mean, the dash is a bigger time loss, I think.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. It would have been faster to die in return and get dash than to miss it for as long as they will. But you can't now. I mean, yeah, most of the time that totem is gonna be nothing, so.
And we see Joni's coming out from blue.
Uh-huh. Yep, of course, Joni's Dark Rim, much easier with this Wing Stash combo. Gives lots of ability to recover from, any mishaps,
errors.
But they handle it very well regardless.
Are they not getting the Soul Totem?
Yeah, they maybe forget that they can't get out without Claw. Gonna mark the goal? Oh no, you don't need Claw.
You
I'm
can.
silly. Yeah, I thought that was bigger than it was. Yeah, they have dive so they can return, so it's actually more efficient to do it this way.
Maybe they heard it was a Soul Totem.
It's possible. Yeah, one of those tactics which is really important for these settings is to be able to hear the shiny ring and know when it's worth checking.
Claw at VFK. Okay.
Very nice.
We will see blue team getting to that not too long from now.
That gives even more checks open to green.
Yeah, blue will find that shortly.
Yeah. Not only a goal on the card, but a very early place to consider.
And a funny green path location.
Yep. We are getting this. Two very interesting early plays with Deep Fungal on the top and Overgrown Mound on the bottom.
I mean, green team has Claw now, right? So they might as well.
Yeah, definitely Fungal. More attractive when you have Claw. You're not leaving behind a bunch of locations.
They can also take it into Deep Nest through Fungal Core and get all the checks on the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can really full clear this area. Bretta is on the board, so that is another reason to come here. Is the totem not accessible with Claw Wings? I think it is technically doable with Claw Wings rates, but it might be difficult.
Which one?
The City Crest totem.
No, I don't think you can get that. I think it's too tight.
I think so, yeah.
Maybe if you have Airstall included. I wouldn't go for it in a race.
Up, Crystal Heart.
Okay.
Now it's doable.
That might actually help them a bit.
Yes, definitely the next best thing after Dash, so...
And I think it's 55... It's 56 to 54 checks right now. So it is very equal again.
Yeah, so that CH is very nice.
Again, unlikely we see Basin coming out from green again.
Yeah.
But at least they have some horizontal movement to keep up with blue.
Of course, we do have Defeat Luskin on the board, so a Basin revisit will happen eventually, but not in the near future.
Green team will be super mad they didn't get that dash early.
Yeah.
And Adyn going to check Shio.
I like this. Claw CH Wings is not bad to check this at all. And being one of those locations with interesting progression requirements, it can sometimes
it can always be something fun.
Yeah.
Oh, having the Zode C dash. And Shio is unfortunately nothing. Well, a Geo, but I think that counts as 0.
Yes. Rounding error away from nothing. Ooh, and getting some Crystal Peak.
I don't dislike this, but maybe it's on the way to...
I had fantastic items to clear Crystal Peak. Check the Hallownest Crown is on the board, so you're coming here sooner or later anyways. And of course, one of the... You have fairly dense areas, so...
A nice and clean Mantis Lords fight.
Mm-hmm.
Adyn showcasing C-Dash Thorns. Very nice.
Yep, and actually going to see this crystallized mound into resting grounds before Crystal Peak proper. Again, prioritizing the shops.
I'm going to react to the thing in chat real quick. That's not how this works. Progression at this point in time basically doesn't exist anymore. They have full map access if they want to.
Yeah, but it's worth noting we saw that Dash was a Sphere 0 location, could be gotten just from the King Station start.
And blue team gets the dupe C-Dash.
Interesting.
In C-Mound.
So both of those very, well, the one in C-Mound not so early because it's lantern blocked and we don't know where that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I was going to say, the wings were, 3 items deep behind the city storerooms and Dash?
Yeah.
And the claw was also 3 items deep behind the Stagna Stag. I forget where that was, but...
Girl's mother.
Okay, yeah. So maybe 2 items deep then. But this, these settings have very weak progression depth, square root 2.5, which means that prioritizing that doesn't give you as much of a reward as it would on like default randomizer settings.
We should get a linear 5 seed or something. Would be fun.
It would certainly be different.
Where are you going?
Right side.
Do we have bow to the? Do we have bow to the fungal core elder? I don't think so.
No, I think we're just seeing a detour.
Interesting. Oh no! Wait, I thought. We're gonna see Edge. Ooh, Void Heart. That's interesting.
But yeah,
we're
basically
gonna see Edge from blue team.
Yeah, basically the moral of the story is that most of the game is in logic within like Sphere 6 at the latest right now. So there's really no knowing where progression could be. Plus, at this point, they're really looking for non-progression stuff. Monomon, Dream Builder, Dream Shield, Dream Nail. The team which doesn't have Dash wants that too, but at this point, it's sort of going to be a goal rush.
Oh, the dupe wings.
Dupe
Funny.
wings. Not very useful.
Nerdland stack, however, can be very...
Yeah, actually, they did already have Stag Nest, which is, decent enough Dirtmouth access, but that's a bit more convenient.
That is true. Yeah, I really wonder where the second dash is going to be found.
Speaking of which, I think we're about to see King's Pass right now. Possibly King's Pass into Crystal Peak, which is always a fun play.
Is Flower Quest anything?
No.
A sorry, Phil. Good.
We're safe today.
I don't think I've seen any Flower Quest in tourney.
No, I don't think so either. I feel like I've seen it baited, like a nail art at Flower Quest, but not actually required.
KP Peepo arrive.
You love to see it. Not continuing into Crystal Peak, so. And of course, with that Dirtmouth Stag, no reason to follow through to the bench. This may be Johnny.
Yeah, maybe.
Meanwhile, that was a QG Stag from Oro. That's really, really valuable.
That's quite nice, yeah.
Defeat Trader Lord is on the board, so... of course, usually teams... Up in Dream Nail in Spirit's Glade. I was about to say, usually teams will put off that QG check until they find the stag because it's so slow.
Wait, is it 70? It's 79 to 99 checks now, to 100 checks now. That's a gigantic lead that they created just by having dash.
Is it just by having dash, or is it by having check shops?
I think it's dash. I think dash
Okay.
is very good. Dash just speeds up the amount of checks you can do so much.
That's true.
Like
but I don't...
people really underestimate how good dash is.
Yeah,
Surprisingly
for sure.
enough.
For sure. I think that the advantage between dash and optimal CH isn't so big, but it's very unnatural using CH optimally, where you have to C dash even very short distances. And of course, dash is even amplified with Wing's Claw, letting you use it that much more fluidly.
We're gonna see waterways from Adyn here.
Very
I
interesting.
definitely don't dislike it. It's a new area. They have full access since they have swim as well.
And of course, it's hard required because of Dung Defender. And Junk Pit is very dense. And Crystal Peak on the other side. You don't love doing Crystal Peak without dash, but it's a vertical enough area that you're not too slowed down by it.
Is this Hornet 2? This is Hornet 2.
Yeah, the combat doesn't seem too great so far, right? I think we're still at Wraith's Dive.
Yeah, we're at Wraith's Dive, VS.
Okay.
Which I did not write down where it was. Because I'm cringe. Vanilla King's Idol. And in the meantime, we see Overcharm the Hornet 2 on the Calypso's screen.
Let's see how that goes.
Oh, hidden station stag in the waterways. Is this a sign for Adyn to go back?
Yes, this could be very helpful. Again, it requires them to act on it, which is far from guaranteed.
They might after Junk Pit.
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh, D-Dark at CG1.
Vale presumably will finish the Resting Grounds loop and get that Dream Nail, which does put like Lost Kin base and stuff as something you could do.
Yes.
That's like the main reason to return there.
And Lurian at CG2.
Yep, wrong Dreamer, but we still have to finish the game.
Finally that dupe C-Dash. Ooh, a Flukeworm check. Nice, nice. Don't die,
Careful.
please.
Careful. No.
We did defeat Flukeworm though.
Yes, so.
Did we open the shortcut preemptively?
I don't
think we did.
So. Very rare to
This
see
looks like what I was doing earlier.
Well, we'll see if we have any Flukamunga deaths to copy you fully.
I mean, I don't think I died to Flukeworm, but it's in the same area.
Yeah, close enough. Flukamunga and Flukeworm are basically the same, right?
True, yeah. And DV Stag, ooh. That might actually lead to Lantern in DV, the usual suspects. I don't think there was anything at Essence, but we already saw that.
Yeah. Of course, DV Stag, very nice. Oh, there is a dash, which we could find, assuming we see the rest of the Crystal Peak clears, very late into Crystal Peak, but extremely late, but it's there.
And Shopkeeper, Sea Peaks is stacked.
Yep. You love a card which has Crystal Peak on it, though. This is because you get to do all these checks without having to worry about, you know, being too far away from goals.
And Calypso doing the swim skip even though they have swim. You love to see it.
Saves time. Love Key in Junk Pit. Of course, they do have to do Junk Pit as well. I forgot about 20 zotes in the top right corner.
20 zotes, yes. Enter God Home, please. No.
Oh no, they don't have Dream Nail yet because we haven't seen Spirits Glade on their end.
Right.
Very unfortunate. Wrong location order in Resting Grounds. Of course, most people are always going to do Crypts first, but in this case...
At least they have the shortcut open now. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still much faster to go back. Yeah, but fortunately, no really explosive items coming out of Junk Pit, just that Love Key and that Fragile Heart, which, yeah, probably aren't going to be decisive.
It's a CG Stag.
That Shade Soul is really nice on such a boss-heavy seed.
Is it Hidden Stag time, Adyn?
Could it be? Seems like it.
Yes, okay.
We are going to see some tilt coming soon, I believe.
Yeah, for sure. I don't recall where QG Stag was.
It was Oro.
Ah.
Pale Ore at King Fragment. Unlikely to be too important.
I don't think going into Sea Peaks.
Still Overcharmed, but survives comeback here.
I don't think Connor is gonna un-overcharm this entire seed.
Probably not. Of course, once you hit 6, you just need 1 more HP to be decently comfortable. 4 HP isn't so bad, accounting for overcharming.
And there you go. This is going to be a tilter and a half.
Yeah. Just a really unfortunate quit out. And it's going to be interesting to see if or how they adapt their strategy, knowing that they were late to dash. Like if that leads them to Gold Rush and cut checks.
I think we're going to see Dung Defender now.
Do risky stuff.
They should, I think, with this board, like with how little random obtains there are,
I think you
just Gold Rush.
To hope it's either on the way or you do everything and then check weird stuff.
Yeah, I think if you're behind at this point, and they know they are behind, right, both by the goals on the board as well as by where they just found dash.
Yeah.
I think they should start rushing goals.
Mm-hmm. I tend to agree.
And then just hope they find whatever they need.
Yeah, I also really like rushing the bosses, which the other team doesn't have. Like Lost Skin sort of stuff.
And a D-Dark during Dung Defender is never bad.
Yeah, it does seem like Blue Team isn't interested in concealing that Shade Cloak they have. Be interesting if Green connects the dots actually pretty hard to do given how many places blue team has been.
The thing is, they are in C peaks right now, green.
Right. But like crystal heart checks are like one of the few things you could reasonably consider skipping in C peak. So yeah. But certainly if they do that, they'll be rewarded.
Are we gonna see Collector coming out from Connor? Is that what I'm seeing here?
Don't think their team has been to junk bet, right?
Then what are they doing? Oh, are they doing Markov? They're doing Markov.
Yeah, they're just doing Shade Cloak goals, which is understandable.
Adynville didn't find the dash at Basin Totem, like 3 minutes into the seed.
Yeah, they had unfortunate quit out after Basin Pale Lord due to low health.
Getting unlucky on all the Shade Souls, not getting any doubles.
Yeah, Markoth can be pretty tricky to juggle effectively. Of course, once you go down to 0 soul, the fight becomes very difficult. Okay, that survives. A lot of scary moments on the bottom right. Or you might also say a lot of content.
Oh,
not going to be able to conceal that one.
That's big for green team, actually, that they know where that is.
Yeah. Doesn't really change the check dynamic because you still have to find that Dream Wielder Dream Shield. Plus, I think we still need a third Dreamer on all accounts.
Yes.
But that's it. It's,
it's Dream Wielder Dream Shield and...
One of 2 Dreamers, 1 of 2 Charms. We're going to find those very soon, you would imagine.
You'd hope so, yeah.
Yeah, barring a very cursed seed. This I
mean, we know they're not in C-Peak, so where will they be? Dark Nest, perhaps?
Yeah, Deep Nest, Abyss, White Palace, if we want to be cursed, but yeah.
Alright, we also have to find 2 more Dream Nils. We have to find 2 more Dream Nils as well.
Oh, Kill a King's Mold is required. Good point, good point. So, yeah, not out of the woods yet.
So what, 4 items to be found?
Yeah, I think so.
Out of a possible...
1 of 2, 1 of 2,
7?
and 2 of 3.
2 of 3.
So those are
and
very
Shade Cloak.
Favorable odds.
So we're gonna see Adyn do Markov immediately, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh no, wait, they don't have Dream Nil.
Did they not?
I don't think so.
That's really unfortunate if they missed.
Did they go to Spirit's Glade? I don't think they did.
Soul meter glitch, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Have to count to 3.
Which is quite difficult.
It surprisingly is when you don't have the UI to help you. Yeah, that's really unfortunate, especially if they never return to Spirit's Glade. The handicap of having to find all of the Dream Nails is that much worse. Okay.
Blue team is significantly ahead because of the early dash.
Yeah.
That being, I say significantly, but it's like 15 checks. Wait, that's Steady Body at... Oh, we don't need Steady Body. Steady Body at Hera. So.
Yeah.
No need for Dream Nil there.
Yeah, although they do need 2 Dreamer checks, so it's a little annoying to skip Hera, which is one of the faster Dreamers.
We're probably going to see... Or have we seen Egg Shop? I don't think we've seen Egg Shop.
I think we have.
Have we?
I'm not sure though. I certainly didn't read it. Oh, there's a dream.
Oh,
dream
that's
mill.
nice. That's very nice for
Very
him.
fortunate, yeah.
So, beast. Then. Yeah, green team is keeping it significantly close, and we could see like it, or well, close enough.
Right. And they
And
have the capacity to quickly catch up on a bunch of these goals.
Yeah. Which we'll see the 420 rock come out here. We'll see Markov probably as well, which would also mean Monomon, Bardoon.
Yep.
Like all
Of
those
course.
goals will be very quickly marked by green.
Yeah. About to see Bretta. And of course, Trader Lord is doable now with the Stag, so yeah, very, very doable.
Yeah, the thing is, where do you go after that?
Right. And it definitely seems like, we're going to have to see one of these teams venture into Deep Nest sooner or
That's
later.
almost a vanilla Watcher Knight rewards.
Certainly.
Instead of 655, they get 620 and a seal.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like Mantis Lord's rewards to me.
Yeah, that's why I said almost. It's 35 geo different.
Is there going to be a Mark of Pride at Larian?
No, with a quick slash. That's
very
better.
nice. One notch quick slash. You love to see it. Interesting to note, routing consequence. Because Calypso was the one to go to Coliseum, right? Or do Kingdom's Edge in general.
Mm-hmm.
They're also going to want to be the one to do Deep Nest to get the hot springs.
Yes, and slash Millibel while you're at it. Right as well.
Yeah, so that sort of forces Blossom to not do Deep Nest after Super Secret Seal. Probably wasn't even thinking about it anyways, because normally people quit out there, but...
We're going to see Archives coming out from Blossom, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh, getting Wombo comboed into the wall. That's rough.
Sort of interesting, because Archives is, like, the one Dreamer you don't really want to do with this card. Illyrian being forced, and Hera being something you almost always want to do anyways.
Yeah, since Hera is so easy to get, right? In comparison, there is no fight before it. It's quick. You have a dev shortcut.
Right, and there's so many checks in Beastden that you are rarely skipping it anyways. But, oh, no, thinking about doing Whispering Roots? Now's the time.
Yeah, that is true. We have seen a DV stag, and both teams have it. Falcon.
Yep. We do not, however, have a lantern, so they would have to do Dark Deep Nest to get back to the hot spring.
Ooh, Connor almost getting the Love Key acid skip first try. Gets it second try though, very nice.
Very nice.
Sometimes I forget how good these players are at skips.
and it's a dash.
Love Key. Oh
amazing.
My! I mean, we have Shade Cloak from both teams, right? So another dash.
It's not important anymore, but that's a rough place to have it, knowing that Isma was 19 grubs. You can do that class CH, but it's a really rough skip. King Station Stag.
Unfortunately, utterly useless. And we should see green team basically caught up in goals. We'll see Traitor Lord from Valentin, and then
Yeah, just Elder Who, which is very short from the Leg Eater bench.
Yeah, the only thing right now they are looking for, of course, is those random obtains. I thought with a board like this, the random obtains would not be that prevalent, but
I think
turns out I was wrong.
Problem with so many kill goals is that you don't have many checks routed in along the way. Like grub goals are really the ideal for not having checks be important because you get so many incidental checks doing grub goals.
That is true. DV stack was in C peaks. I think so, yeah. But I mean, both teams have it. Did we see Grimchild at Sharp Shadow yet? I don't think so. I don't think we've seen Deep Nest from green.
Yeah, this is the first trip into Deep Nest, so that Grimchild is news. Remains to be seen how important it may be. One of the things about Grimchild is that it is, up to 5 checks, but they're all a little slow.
Yeah, but they are in Dartmouth, right? So
yeah. I just mean in terms of having to put on the fragile strength and the fragile greed and then the fragile heart.
Okay, we see Adyn preparing for all the hot springs and Slash Millabelle in Pleasure House, so
yeah. And a great slash in TV. Did we see that before? I guess we must have, yeah.
I think so, yeah. Early.
But what I was gonna say is, Blue hasn't marked any goals recently, but they've been doing a lot of prep towards these longer goals, getting a lot of checks in, so...
I mean, they have just marked 2 Dreamers checks.
Oh yeah, you're right. I missed that.
Yeah, thank you, Nightbot, for the sick explanation of what format we're doing. And I'm happy we didn't see any King's Arena at the start of the game, because it's just a sorry fun. Would have been a rough time loss.
Yeah. Although, in theory, I think you can go towards the edge and then try to listen for the shiny. Though I've never actually tried it.
Yeah, I never hear any shinies. I hear that there is players that do hear them, but...
Yeah, the volume decays with distance, so it can be quite difficult. I think you really have to do like a comparison for yourself where you visit the room with the shiny, then immediately visit the room without the shiny and say, okay, now I know what the difference is.
We see the QG route coming out from Valentin. We don't see this route very often.
It's very linear.
It seems quite fast, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the main reason we don't see it is that people don't do this part of QG if they can avoid it. But if you're coming here for Love Key anyways, I think it's a good choice. There's always that question of what you want the 4th route to be.
Wait, is that 2 Dream Nails back to back from where? Crossroads? Wait, I missed back-to-back Dream Nail. One in Beast Den, one at Dartmouth.
Was it a Grimchild check?
I think so.
That would make sense. The nice thing about Grimchild checks is that those are very easy, as long as they get to Sharp Shadow eventually.
So are we going to see Ismas from blue? Why is Blossom going here?
Does blue not have Hidden Station?
They might not.
Oh, but didn't they get the tall bench? Oh no, that would have been Calypso.
Yes. Curious. I guess they don't have Hidden Station.
Was that like Dome
Oh.
Defender or Waterways?
Yeah, could be. Could be. Is this? Oh, this is probably White Palace from Blossom. Yeah, makes sense. I think for Green Team, you have to hope that the Dreambuilder Dream Shield is not in Palace.
Yeah. It feels early to do Palace with so many goals to do, but
I agree, but Blue Team loves Palace, so
I know.
we're gonna see Palace.
Yeah, personally,
I actually like the Lost Skin better.
Yeah, I like finishing as many goals as you can. Well, before going into check mode, that way you can like evenly divide stuff between partners. But yeah, I also like Lost Skin, in part because we lost before to not checking Lost Skin, so now I know Lost Skin has the value. Yeah, definitely I don't want to look down on the White Palace play too much. It's a huge area with so many checks. Very real
Yeah, it could very well have. It
one
could
of the
very
two
well have the
charms
Dreamers or the Charms. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's sensible. So what is it? 21 check difference still. So they've kept it very even after finding dash.
After finding their dash, yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, main difference right now is Waterways versus Deep Dust, I think.
Yes. The question is, where is Lantern? If Lantern is in Palace, I think...
Trampass is
Ooh,
in Palace.
Trampass. Ooh.
2 charms in Hive.
Hive? I'd love to see Hive.
I would love to see Hive too.
I'm just wondering, is AP playing the music? Or is it just the soundtrack being weird?
We have top left audio.
Okay, it's from Phil's audio. Okay.
Yeah. I have to admit, I'd be so tempted to go do tram checks immediately after finding that. Because the 2 Kingdoms Edge ones are so fast. I like tram though. So that's me.
We're gonna see. Are we seeing Sanctum? Okay.
That's very interesting.
I love Sanctum.
We are talking about you having to do risky things when you know you're behind, as they surely do. And Sanctum really falls into that category.
I mean, it is quite some checks. Like, if you skip Traitor Lord, Sanctum can be very fast with late game equipment.
You mean Soul Tyrant?
Same thing. Thank you.
Progression.
Yeah, no, hidden Station was in Waterways. No, it's not. It's not risky in a sense that like.
I know. Yeah, it's not.
You'll be slow. It's more risky in a sense that it's been accessible for so long.
I guess I meant risky in the sense that it's not supported by the card at all, right? Of course, we're running out of stuff on the card which you can do and collect checks along the way, other than really like 4 Hot Springs maybe, slash Millabell. But so we are at the point where you really do have to choose some area that you're willing to gamble on. Oh, we got an elevator pass from Below Zero. this may also be the Spirits Glade cleanup, which
Yes.
would be important for that team getting their Dream Nail.
Yes, green has the Beast and Dream Nail.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant their...
Yeah, in chat.
Oh, well,
no, I'm talking
yeah.
to chat.
Okay, sorry.
And they will get the Spirit's Glade Dream Nail as well.
Yep. And presumably they'll eventually get the Grimchild one, whether it's their third or fourth.
Blossom Stream Freeze. It's fixed again.
That Soul Totem looked very familiar.
Yeah, like it was supposed to be there.
Yeah, I don't know though. I'm not convinced.
Maybe it should have been in a different spot in Path of Pain.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Because there is no way a check could be vanilla in this game, right? And here's Elder Who coming out from green.
We do see the Traitor Lord, also known as Soul Tyrant. I guess if you're gonna commit to Soul Sanctum, you don't want to find out that the one check you didn't do was the Dream Net, was the charm.
Oh, and Dreamwheeler is in Palace.
Oh.
It's in Path of Pain.
Yeah, the odds are pretty stacked towards, one of the items we're missing being there. So
yeah, that is true. We know the end is most likely nothing, so...
chat making a good point that if a player doesn't mark something for 7 minutes and then gets a random obtain, after marking
they also mark Killer King's Mold. They know. They for sure know.
Connect the dots.
And we hadn't seen Great Slash yet. We are going to see Talk to Midwife, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting that we didn't see it when the other team checked Great Slash, but I guess they wanted to keep the Swim Hazard respawn, so... Or... I thought they already had Swim at that point.
Yeah, so they didn't want to jump down because they'd have to get back up.
Right.
Is Valentin marking the Grim Lantern? But what are they doing here?
Maybe miscommunication about whether King's Pass have been checked. Brand at the end of Path of Pain.
Oh, no.
Amazing. Well,
oh, God. That does not sound too good.
Yeah, I think that the odds of there not being a dreamer and back of Palace, Tram checks and Abyss all together, is going to be one of those.
Yeah, for Green Team, we have to hope that Dream Shield and the Dreamer are outside of Palace.
Like at this point, Weaver's in Light Deep Nest, I guess.
Yeah, I think Dark Deep Nest would be the play right now.
Yeah, that would have to.
We still haven't found Lantern.
That would take one of the most stacked Dark Deep Nests in history, but it's possible. Yeah, understandable not finishing Palace, knowing that there's only the totem back there. That's really interesting.
And that's NMG from green team.
Interesting that we aren't going to see those palace lock checks immediately. Maybe deciding to catch up on goals now.
No, blue needs a dreamer. I think.
Yeah, I
haven't
so.
seen a third dreamer yet. So.
I don't think we've seen Hera or the dupe.
The dupe, yeah. And with how little of the seed remains unchecked, if we combine both teams,
Crystal Peak Whispering Root is
definitely a decision.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, for sure.
I mean,
I like
you don't have to drop down, right? So if you just go
like a little bit, you can
here.
just hazard respawn to get back up, or do this.
We do see Dark Deep Nest coming out from Blossom now. So we'll see if that pays off.
Yeah, and this is a good hedge, knowing that the other team hasn't gone into Palace. You like keep all those Palace lock checks in the back of your pocket.
That's a Woken Dream Nail at NMG.
Oh wow, 2 Dream Nails and Dirtmouth, amazing. Oh, so what I was going to say is there's this strategic aspect where you keep those things you got out of Palace in your back pocket, knowing the other team can't do those. So you check the things they could be checking right now.
Oh, that's where Blue picked it up as well? Oh, okay, yeah. We weren't paying attention. We thought it was from Grim.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the dream that they both got. Okay, cool.
Okay, so 4th Dream Nail.
So they have the same Dream Nails.
Yeah, doesn't really matter at this point.
That's big for green. That is big for green.
Very interesting. And they now know that their last check is in Palace, right? So
yeah, and they have go mode. I think green has go mode.
And frankly, they should know that it's.
They should know they have go mode
based off of the time.
We see Adyn going there immediately. I think. Yeah, we see Valentin finishing trees. I think green knows they're in go mode.
Wow, that flips this race on its head.
Wow.
A lot of time for blue team to get to right waterways. They have the tram.
Yeah, blue have a lot of,
but they have so many options. You know, when do they do tram?
Wait, we see Adyn doing Eternal Ordeal. So does that mean Valentin will go into White Palace? Or will Valentin just do all the goals while Adyn does both?
Black egg check?
But why?
I mean,
you don't need to do any more checks.
If the charm is in black egg, it saves time, and someone has to go there anyways. So, but yeah, definitely, this is a point where you really can't afford to waste time. Okay,
will they make a comeback?
Palace for
we should see Palace.
Yeah,
yes. Okay.
I think they just realized that Adyn is the one who has progress towards 4 hot springs, towards Zote. So Adyn should be the one doing those goals.
Yeah, and they have Beast and Bench as well. So getting the 2 Dreamers checks is not that difficult.
This could be blue team eventually getting to Isma after Dung Defender. Depending on whether they opt to do the spike tunnel.
They will.
I think so.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah, so I want to say like a couple minute lead for blue team. I'm not sure though. Yeah, definitely super close. Blue team is fortunate that they can't do white defender.
Yes, very. Well, I mean, if they could do white defender, they'd be done, right?
Right. I
That's the
just
thing.
mean it. Yeah, as far as having that wasted time on that check.
Yeah, Connor's doing Ismas, surely.
I would think so.
There's no way they don't. And I'm surprised we didn't see 19 grubs for Ismas here.
Oh, I mean, we had a full asset skip equipment very early, so.
I mean, we had all movement quite early, right?
Right. I mean, as far as not needing ISMA for anything. And that's a lot of grubs to collect and then turn in.
Yeah, but blue team loves collecting grubs, so... $17, 18 zotes.
20.
20 zotes. There you go. Yeah, we see blue team picking up the Hera here.
Yep.
So now the question is, how far are they on hot springs?
I think they're very far. As far as already having light deep nest and Colosseum, and the others are very fast.
I think Adyn is just gonna, no, not buy out shops because they don't have money. Is Adyn just getting Black Egg Bench?
Practical. Maybe thinking about getting Grub Geo? I don't know if you're going to get 5k off of Grubs.
I mean, they don't need 5k, they just need 1.5k. Oh, they're going to Monomon, aren't they?
Oh, Collective Dreamer. Did they not get the bench? No, they're getting the Hot Spring.
Oh, right, yes. Blomstream is struggling, I think. Is that 4 hot springs for Adyn? I'm not sure. Are they taking... They're taking Tramp past the Deep Nest, I think. Yeah. Yes. Okay, Blomstream is dead on their end. In that case, we can't do anything about it. We'll just have to enjoy the Calypso POV.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all goals for blue. So, presumably we can imagine 2 Hollow Knight fights taking place on the bottom screen.
Green's still doing checks.
Yeah. It's sort of, on the one hand, understandable if Adyn has nothing to do, but they have...
They have Iki to do now, I guess.
Right? 3 static goals that they need to do.
I mean, spend 5k Geo should be very quick for Valentin. Valentin has the shops, right?
Yeah.
Then Dream Wielder Dream Shield they will find in Path of Pain, which we will see. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Spring should be almost done anyways.
That's so true.
And 2 Dreamers checks should also take like 10 seconds.
Even, small time differences matter at this point, so...
I don't think we're gonna see a upset, like, I don't think blue team would choke the...
No, certainly not. I think that the moment they checked ISMA, they had enough of an advantage to be comfortable. whether they knew it or not.
Yes. Oh, it's a location for the Dupe Dreamer.
Wow. Palace locked after all.
Well, now that we know all Dreamers, like I was gonna say, I'm gonna look up where the final Dreamer was in the spoiler log, but I guess I don't have to now. Yeah, I think Green Team knows that it'll be in Path of Pain.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, right at the end.
It's fine, you don't get set back too far.
Yeah.
I think it's the next check in Path of Pain.
I think so. Something in the third room. Oh yeah, look up the other term.
Oh yes, that's... Yes. I will look up Dream Shield Dream Wielder. We found Dream Wielder, right?
I think so. I don't remember. Yes, Dream Wielder, located at the first totem in the third room.
Yeah, we have GGs from both Blossom and Connor. Dream Shield at Charm Notch Grim. So we could have had a Grim content today.
Yeah, don't think we were gonna see that though. Very rare to see that unless Grimchild is super early and teams get tempted.
I mean, I think only one team picked up the Grimchild.
Adyn was actually en route to pick it up as Dream Wielder was found, so yeah. But yes, Team Blue had it a long time ago.
Yes, they will be having Blossom and Connor join for the interview right now, while Adyn and Valentin are finishing up Radiance.
Hey. Hello.
GG, congratulations.
Whee.
Whee!
It was light work, obviously. Yeah, we weren't scared at all. Before
I wasn't scared. Our opponent's not scary at all. No.
Yeah,
I was not scared going in, definitely.
Your opponents missed the dash at base and salt
Oh no! Oof.
and they were still very close.
Yeah.
They did find the other C dash relatively early though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Found that later.
As you'll see from the skill timeline that should be posted. I think if Green got the dash, they would have had it would have been a very, very tight race.
They did get the Dreamer at Isthmus tier.
A bit earlier.
But of course we're much later to Palace, so it's hard to really say.
I think if they had dash when they did Dung Defender, they would have had that Dreamer a lot earlier. But not being able to do the spike tunnel after Dung Defender is quite unfortunate.
You can just C-dash it.
Oh yeah, can you Calypso, can you change your Discord username for a second?
Do I have to disable streamer mode for that? Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay.
GG.
Hello. Vale's probably not gonna join, but I'm here.
Yeah, I see they already left. Probably a bit rough on that base and salt totem, huh?
Much to say about that, apart from the fact that I'm gonna do something that deserved on screen right now.
What the fuck, Adyn?
All of them's gonna die. I don't care.
No.
Are you killing the Malurks, or what are you killing?
All of them is gonna get murdered.
Okay.
Molex,
Yeah.
I'm not hurting Milo or anything.
Oh,
It's just these stupid Molarks. I don't have much to say. We had a feeling with Vale that it's just gonna be there, and it was. I just never wanted to go back, because from Kings it's an eternity.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It was very unfortunate when we saw you warp out.
Yeah.
Alright, there's like some in here, right? There was no way for me to get out without dying, so like, just left. Alright, I think all of them is dead. Well, yeah, I don't have much else to say. We were fairly close, apart from that, so...
Yeah, you kept it a very close race. For reference, the Dream Shield was behind Grim.
Oh,
okay, that was never happening.
And Grimchild was at Sharp Shadow.
And
We have that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
fourth streamer was found by a green team at Shade Soul with Elegant Key in Lower Kingdom's Edge.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we were kind of I was kind of sure that the Dream Charm is just gonna be somehow Palace locked, so I just did those checks immediately.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, I mean, Blue Team had Awoken Dream a lot earlier.
Yep, makes sense.
And
they had
Blossom did.
We did just find everything in a row. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you found Dash 20 minutes earlier.
Yep.
That's a lot of minutes.
That is a lot of minutes.
The other one was just in peak, right? The Shade
yes. The shade, both Shade Cloaks. I mean, you found both the same dashes.
Yep. Made sense.
I found a third one.
I think we also found that one, but later.
I'd love Key, but
yeah.
Okay.
Where was the fourth? Oh, Galen Left, yeah. Someone must have found that.
Yeah, I didn't play this great. Early game was just rough with me getting hit by every single creature in the video game.
Okay, I was wondering why people weren't going for Isthmus tier, because I thought it was at 19 grubs. Turns out it was at 30.
At 30?
Yeah, it was at 30.
Yeah, you want to know where the dupe Isthmus is?
Where?
Shape of Fun?
Shape of Fun.
Oh, that's
Really?
hilarious.
Really? I just guessed.
Yeah? Yeah, I mean, Of course it's that
Alright,
shape one.
I guess you are glad that that's not on the board. Yeah. Great.
Yeah, definitely rough to not find that dash early on. Still a very close race. Chat, do you have any question for any of our runners? Doesn't look like it. In that case, let me grab the bracket. Valentin Adyn losing here means they will go up against Number Play and Falcon Hit. So that's going to be a great match as well.
Old opponents from the All Majors journey. Nice.
How nervous was I during all the Overcharmed fights? I was just saying that chat's gonna be screaming at me for being on 1 HP all the time.
I don't think there was that much screaming.
Chat wasn't like scared for my life. All right.
I don't think so. Not really. You were playing it quite safe.
They know that I am smart and awesome and so gamer that I would never die.
I would never die at Moloch L. I've never done that before in my life.
Wasn't that a tournament-winning play, or
That's a tournament-winning
is that a
play.
false knife?
More like
I was
both
trying
of
to
those were.
false knife.
Both of those were. Just in different tourneys.
Overcharmed at 2 HP trying to do the spike tunnel to right waterways. Well, I stopped trying to do it.
Yeah, winners finals is also stacked as hell, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
good luck on your match, by the way.
That'll be Calypso
Big
and
content.
Blonde versus Kuroshi and Apress, right?
Oh.
Yeah. All remaining teams that have matches coming up are looking very strong. And the matches could go either way for all of them. So make sure you watch. Pay attention to the schedule.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yippee!
Hope you enjoy.
Yeah. Where's Staxis? I don't know. Goodbye, chat.